Honor womanhood.
Over the past 70 years, we recognize the groundwork laid by such notable stars such as past state director Dr. Gladys Alexander, Verna Johnson, Lizzie Robinson Jenkins, and the triumphant Cora P. Roberson.
Your history reflects Zeta being the first NPHC Greek letter sorority in Alachua County, along with being the first Greek letter sorority on the campus of the University of Florida.
We send you our love and congratulations on this your platinum anniversary.
And look forward to the great things you'll continue to do for the Alachua County community. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Ken Cornell. I'm the chair of the Alachua County Commission, and it is my pleasure to read some congratulatory remarks on behalf of the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. Whereas the Zeta Phi Beta sorority incorporated was founded on January 16, 1920 in Washington, D.C. on the campus of Howard University by 5 enlightened collegiate women. Its current membership includes more than 125,000 college-educated, dynamic, community service-driven, diverse, and professional women. And whereas on September 21st, 1951, 5 great Zeta women of courage, Annie McGee, Cora Roberson, Gladys Alexander, Julia Harper, and Wilma Holloway chartered the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, which is listed in the local and national registries as the first historically Black Greek letter organization established in Gainesville and Alachua County, Florida. Moreover, these women were also credited with becoming the first to institute a historically Black Greek letter sorority at the University of Florida when they chartered the Mu Epsilon chapter in 1974. And whereas in accordance with their founding principles of scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood, the women of Delta Sigma Zeta chapter have worked diligently for the past 70 years.
Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated was founded January 16, 1920 at Howard University in Washington, D.C. 5 co-eds envisioned a sorority which would directly affect positive change, chart a course of action for the 1920s and beyond, raise consciousness of their people, encourage the highest standards of scholastic achievement, and foster a greater sense of unity among its members. These trailblazing women, Arizona Cleaver Stemmons, Pearl Anna Neal, Myrtle Tyler Faithful, Viola Tyler Goings, and Fanny Petty Watts, believed the real mission for progressive organizations was to address fully the societal mores, ills, prejudices, and poverty affecting humanity in general and the Black community in particular. Since its inception, Zeta has continued its steady climb into the national spotlight with programs designed to demonstrate concern for the human condition both nationally and internationally. It was the first National Panhellenic Council organization to centralize its operations in a national headquarters, first to charter a chapter on the African continent, first to form auxiliary groups, and first to be constitutionally bound to a fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. The sorority takes pride in its continued participation in transforming communities through volunteer services from members and its auxiliaries. Zeta's national and local programs include the endowment of its National Educational Foundation, community outreach services, and support of multiple affiliate organizations. Zeta and its auxiliaries have given countless hours of voluntary service to educate the public, assist youth, provide scholarships, support organized charities, and promote legislation for social and civic change. As the sorority moves beyond its centennial, it retains its original zest for excellence. It espouses the highest academic ideals, and that has resulted in its members serving in groundbreaking roles in all fields of endeavor. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated is poised for perpetual service to mankind into her second century and beyond.
On September 21st, 1951, 5 great Zeta women of courage, Miss Annie McGee, Miss Cora Roberson, Dr. Gladys Alexander, Miss Julia Harper, and Miss Wilma Holloway chartered the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated in Alachua County, Florida. The incorporation of the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter is archived in the local and national registries as the first historically Black Greek letter organization established in Alachua County, Florida. These women are also credited with becoming the first to introduce and institute a historically Black Greek letter undergraduate sorority chapter, Mu Epsilon, at the University of Florida. This occurred in 1974. All of these phenomenal women were educators and worked in the Alachua County public school system. They made substantial, lasting accomplishments in our community. In addition to teaching our children, they were activists who fought for equality with organizations like the NAACP, the Gainesville Council on Human Relations, and GREER, Gainesville Women for Equal Rights. These women were also active in their historical clubs such as the Camillettes and the National Council of Negro Women. Most of all, the charter members of Delta Sigma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated exemplify the principles of scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood. Now let's hear from Dr. Gladys Alexander, the only living charter member, as she reminisces about the beginning of this illustrious chapter.
It is amazing how 5 Black women recently graduated from 3 Black colleges in 2 states, met in Gainesville, Florida, became lifelong friends, developed a new culture, and set goals and standards for living as community, still exist today. Cora Roberson was the only person who lived in Gainesville, Florida. She and Wilma Holloway graduated from Florida Memorial College in St. Augustine. Gladys Alexander and Ann McGee graduated from Florida A&M University in Tallahassee. And Julia Harper was a graduate of Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. Commonalities were all 5 of us were employed in the Alachua County school system, and all 5 were members of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Already sisters, we became and remained best friends. In 1951, the urge to expand and become a Greek letter organization became a reality. And Soror Alexander wrote and received an application from National, which was processed and returned. Being accepted was merely processed. The regional director of Soror connected with Beta Alpha Zeta chapter in Jacksonville, Florida, came to Gainesville and presented us the charter and chartered us as Delta Sigma Zeta chapter on September 21st, 1951, in the home of Soror Julia Harper.
The Delta Sigma Zeta chapter works tirelessly to foster the highest degrees of the principles of Zeta Phi Beta: scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood, coining the chapter's nickname, Diligent, DSZ. Many of our members are lifelong educators, including the chapter charter members and our current chair of the School Board of Alachua County, Dr. Leonetta McNeely. Their commitment to scholarship is carried out by awarding funds to graduating seniors. To date, the Gainesville Zetas have provided over $100,000 to young ladies in pursuit of collegiate degrees. Delta Sigma Zeta has a long legacy of mentoring and tutoring our youth. Their duty to promote education is a vital mission for this chapter. Because of this charge, they have adopted a local elementary school, caring and sharing learning school. Members of Zeta serve as reading pals, school volunteers, and members of the PTA. They also provide school supplies and books throughout the year. The organization has been able to award scholarships due to innovative fundraising efforts, such as the world-renowned iconic Ebony Fashion Fair fashion show. This annual show was one of the most must-attend events in Alachua County. The Gainesville Zetas became the local host in 1983 when Grits, Gainesville Review of Issues and Trends for Self-Action, relinquished its official sponsorship status. Mrs. Jean Kiner, the first and long-term event chairperson, recalls the fashion show becoming a signature event for Zeta, thereby affording the organization visibility within the community. The community knew that at least every other February, the Zetas would be hosting the Ebony Fashion Show. The Zetas began to partner with Upward Bound in the late 1990s and the early 2000s to carry out hosting duties for this event. The Ebony Fashion Fair fashion show was a huge success for the Zetas throughout its 20-year run.
Hello, I'm Mayor Lauren Poe, and I want to give a big shout out and virtual hug to all the Zetas. 70 years, local chapter. Unbelievable. I'm so excited for y'all and hope you have a great celebration. I want to elevate and highlight a couple folks that I think are just so important to our Gainesville community and to the Zetas. Of course, Cora Robertson, first woman to run for city commission ever back in 1968, and really ran an incredible race. And but for her opponent being named Perry McGriff, probably would have been the first woman to serve on the Gainesville City Commission. So she really blazed the trail for so many other incredible women to come after. And then of course a huge shout out to Gladys Alexander, 97 years young, a founding charter member here in Gainesville, and still going strong. And so we appreciate everything that you've done, Miss Alexander. So those four pillars of the Zetas: scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood. Every day I see you out there in the community living those values, and especially for me, whenever the city's needed you, whenever we've asked you to step up, you have been there. I love seeing that sea of blue out there at any event, from the very, very celebratory and fun to the very difficult work that our city does. The Zetas are always there, contributing, helping us in such a positive way and helping build a better community. So happy anniversary, congratulations, and the city of Gainesville loves you.
Good evening. On behalf of the National Panhellenic Council of the Gainesville area, I am Mike Powell, President, and I'm also a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I am here to send warm greetings and to say happy 70th anniversary to the fantastic and phenomenal ladies of the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Ladies, I just want to say that you make all of us proud. Me being the president of the local National Panhellenic Council, we take pride in the things that you get accomplished every single year. Everyone in our community knows that you are stakeholders and leaders, and we definitely believe in you and thank you for what you do. So once again, with blue and white pride and fantastic love for those ladies of 1920, greetings once again.
The Gainesville Zetas embody the organization's motto of being community conscious and action oriented through the many service initiatives and Zeta's international programmatic thrusts. They host monthly engagement activities for the residents of Parkland's nursing facility in Gainesville, Florida, including bingo game nights, caregiver appreciation, and elder care education and advocacy programming. In accordance with the sorority's international partnership, Delta Sigma Zeta works closely with health organizations to raise funds and awareness. The international sorority, as well as this local chapter, enjoys a long-standing relationship with the March of Dimes. Delta Sigma Zeta has raised more than $60,000 over these years to fight for the health of all moms and babies. To promote prenatal care and healthy babies, they are particularly proud of establishing the Stork's Nest of Gainesville in the early 2000s. The Stork's Nest is a cooperative program between Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and the March of Dimes Foundation, which aims to increase the number of women receiving early and regular prenatal care in an effort to prevent cases of low birth weight, premature births, and infant deaths. In 2004, Dr. Melvina Wilson and a team of chapter members submitted a grant to the March of Dimes, which allowed Delta Sigma Zeta to establish the Stork's Nest of Gainesville. The Nest is a community-based health promotion program for expectant mothers. The program is designed to promote prenatal care and participation and encourage healthy behaviors during pregnancy through two components, both incentives and education. Stork's Nest clients earn points towards incentives such as maternity and baby care items through a variety of positive health-promoting activities, attending prenatal visits, participating in prenatal education classes, stopping at-risk behaviors such as smoking and consuming alcoholic beverages, reducing stress, and keeping appointments for well-care baby checkups. Delta Sigma Zeta demonstrates its allegiance in the fight against cancer by partnering with the American Cancer Society in multiple ways. The members host an annual wig collection and donate them to the local American Cancer Society office for patients in need. They have participated in the East Gainesville Relay for Life since its inception in 2008. In fact, chapter member Ora White was one of the inaugural chairpersons for this event. Delta Sigma Zeta chapter members serve in various leadership roles of this event's planning committee every year. They participate in the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk, which is held each October. Delta Sigma Zeta has donated more than $10,000 over the past decade to the American Cancer Society. Standing on the shoulders of their founders and their charter members, Delta Sigma Zeta members are also called to advocate for social justice for all people. They have created a robust social action platform in Alachua County and work with perseverance in the areas of voter engagement and education, community empowerment, and equality, especially for people of color and those who have been disenfranchised. Members of this chapter work together with members of the Gainesville Alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated to form a partnership called Collaboratively Woke, which addresses social action issues in Alachua County. The goal of this partnership is for the two organizations to advance social justice and social action initiatives together, because when united, we are undefeated. As a celebration of women, in 2017, the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter created the Violet N. Anderson Award to honor local women who are trailblazers in their professional fields, as well as strong community advocates for equity in the areas of social justice, civic and legal matters, and in civil rights. Treat Her Like a Lady is a workshop that is an annual event which was created to enrich the lives of both male and female adolescents and preteens with topics ranging from human trafficking, goal setting, self-esteem tips, and much, much more. Many years prior to Treat Her Like a Lady, the Zetas hosted a charm school to educate and empower our youth. No one can better speak about the charm school than Dr. Gladys Alexander.
Yes, one major goal of the sorority was working with both boys and girls. But finding an activity of interest for both boys and girls was not always easy. Fortunately, I met a lady in West Palm Beach who operated such activities. So we invited her to come to Gainesville and conduct some activities in social graces. And this is perfect. We chose such topics as how to dress for an occasion, such as school, and how to sit, how to get in and out of a car, what silver to use, how to chew with your mouth closed, how to escort a girl, how to dress, what color is best suited for you, what should you do with your hair, what is the right style for you, and do what is best for you. Don't be a copycat. What is appropriate? When you are too loud, opening a door for a young lady, eating in a restaurant, how to use silver, when to use what piece of silver, what clothes to wear, where and when, how to dress for church, dress for a wedding, or what is appropriate for each and every occasion, what colors, when you should show respect to everybody. These are the activities that were presented, but we were working with boys and girls in grades 6, 7, 8, and 9 because we felt that they would listen to what was presented to them and they could benefit from it. The persons in the higher levels, they're already set and they more or less tell you what they're going to do. So we decided that we would work with the young people, and these activities were actually, so we were able to get the cafeteria at Williams Elementary School. The school board would allow us to do this because they knew that we were teachers. They could trust us with their schools. And so every evening for a week, this lady came for a week, and from 6 to 9, every evening we would go down to Williams Elementary School, and she would conduct these activities. They would be actual, and children could participate. And so they learned a lot so that the adults would come just to sit and look and see. Members of other sororities would come and sit and look and see. We also had exercise classes, and the older ones would participate in the exercise classes. But we wanted the young boys especially to understand how to escort a young lady. And so all of these activities were very, very real. And recently I had a young man, it was a soror's son, but he was going to college, but he started dating a Caucasian girl. And of course they know all about social graces when they go out to eat, what silver to use. So he said in our presence once, we were having dinner, and he said, I wish I knew what silver to use. And so at our home, each soror, and if you look at my house today, you go into my dining room, the table is always set, because that was something that we decided we would do, so the children would see how the table is set, and they would use the silver appropriately as they said. And a common thing that Soror Harper said to everybody, and that helped all of us, she said, always eat your way in from the left.
On behalf of Zeta Mikau Gainesville, we would like to say Happy 70th Charter Day to the ladies of Delta Sigma Zeta Chapter.
Happy Charter Day, friends.
Oh, hey girl.
Hi, how you been?
I've been good.
Yes. Oh my God, it's been so long.
I know, right? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever heard about the Delta Sigma Zeta?
Maybe. If not, remind me.
Let me tell you. So, on September 21st, 1951, 5th grade trailblazing woman of courage named Annie McGee.
Oh, I get it. Gladys Alexander
Yeah, and also Drew Harper.
and Cora Roberson, and can't forget about Wilma Holloway.
Yes. These 5th grade trailblazing women charted the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Did you know that there was the first of so many? There was the first Delta Sigma Zeta chapter, and historically Black Greek letter organization established in the Alachua County, and the first to introduce an undergraduate sorority on the UF campus.
Wow, I did not know none of that.
On behalf of the Zeta Youth Auxiliary, we would like to say Happy 70th Charter Day to the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter.
Happy Charter Day!
Happy Charter Day, ladies.
Being the one to say, let's establish a new sisterhood, then to see it grow from 5 girls to the present status, indeed gives me quite a thrill. Yet I am humble and grateful that so many have been and still willing to go the Zeta way. Triumphant founder Arizona Cleaver Stemmons. Many women in Alachua County have gone the Zeta way. In addition to being actively engaged in addressing issues in the community, DSZ thrives on the bonds of sisterhood, both within the chapter and amongst all the sororities in the NPHC. The Gainesville Zetas also proudly share the blue and white banner with the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma, their special friends Zeta Amici of Gainesville, and the Zeta Youth Auxiliary Groups, the Amiquettes and the Arcanettes. The Sisters of DSZ are widely celebrated for their achievements in the community. They are also setting a supreme standard within Zetadom. 10 of them are life members of the international sorority, include Dr. Gladys Alexander, Donna Coward, Rosa Rutledge, Lizzie Jenkins, Verna Johnson, Alina Lawson, Cassandra Davis, Dr. Melvina Wilson, Danielle Riggins Esquire, and Krista Jones. 5 have earned the honor of being in the sorority's Hall of Fame for the state of Florida: Jean Kiner, Dr. Gladys Alexander, Lizzie Jenkins, Alina Lawson, and Verna Johnson. Charter member Dr. Alexander has also been recognized at the Southeastern Regional level. In 1974, the members of DSZ cemented its footprint in the community and planted a seed for continual sisterhood by chartering the first Black Greek sorority at the University of Florida. The charter line of the magnificent Mu Epsilon chapter contained 5 pioneering women who brought the light of Zeta to campus, forever changing the dynamics on campus. In a tangible act of love and sisterhood, the members of DSZ built a coalition of community members who successfully petitioned to have a local park renamed for their beloved charter member, Cora Roberson. In November 2019, the Gainesville City Commission unanimously voted to rename Tumbling Creek Park in honor of Miss Roberson. During her City Commission campaign in 1968, Ms. Roberson advocated to have better recreation for youth in predominantly Black neighborhoods. On March 14, 2020, the city dedicated Cora P. Roberson Park, and she was there to take part in the festivities. In attendance were 2 Zeta dignitaries, 24th International President Dr. Mary Bro Wright and Florida State Director Paula Kay. Ms. Roberson held court, recounting the plight of Blacks and women in Gainesville and Alachua County. She was grateful for the recognition and told the crowd of over 100 attendees that she would remember the dedication of the park for the rest of her life. Indeed, she did, reminiscing of the day often. The members of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Delta Sigma Zeta chapter truly represent finer womanhood. Like forerunning Zeta women, chapter members are trailblazers. Here are just a few of the accomplishments or firsts attributed to the DSZ sorority members. Dr. Gladys Alexander, one of the first state directors for Zeta Phi Beta sorority in the state of Florida. Cora P. Roberson was the first woman to run for the Gainesville City Commission in 1968, first executive director of Full Head Start in Alachua County, first Black teacher to integrate an all-white elementary school in Alachua County. Alina Lawson, first Black female lieutenant of Gainesville Police Department. Brenda Whitfield was the first Black woman to serve on Newberry City Commission. Esther Tibbs was the first Black administrator for the local branch of State of Florida, HRS, and DCF. Ora Wright, first Black woman administrator at Takachali Developmental Disability Center, State of Florida. Dr. Leonetta McNeely, chair of the Alachua County School Board, retired administrator. Yvette Carter, first chief inclusion officer for Gainesville Regional Utilities. Dr. Melvina Wilson, the first in the state of Florida to earn a Doctor of Public Health degree in behavioral science and health education. Verna Johnson, founder of one of the longest-running public charter schools in Alachua County of 23 years. Lizzie Jenkins, noted historian and community advocate, founder of the Real Rosewood Foundation. Rosa Rutledge, community advocate, especially around environmental and women issues, current chief of Female Protective Society. Jean Kiner, highly regarded retired educator. Julia Harper, first Black teacher at PK Young in 1966. The members of the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter, although humble, are extremely proud of the lasting legacy our chapter has forged in the greater Gainesville-Alachua County area. You will often hear the Gainesville Zetas extol the many trails we have blazed in our hometown. Our foundation of community-conscious, action-oriented works is truly our North Star, guiding our path as we endeavor to help other people excel. This is our pledge, to leave our mark on the world we live in, that it is better for having had Delta Sigma Zeta in it. Tonight we pay tribute to our forebearers and reaffirm our commitment to their mission. As we look ahead toward our bright future as a sisterhood and the premier service organization in Alachua County and its surrounding areas.
She's
Anybody else feeling all warm and fuzzy? We're not done.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sabrina Williams, and I'm the proud president of the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. It brings me distinct honor to welcome you to our 70th Charter Day celebration. Tonight, we'll be honoring our trailblazing sorors, Annie McGee, Cora P. Roberson, Julia Harper, Wilma Holloway, and Dr. Gladys Alexander, who embarked on an amazing and pivotal blue and white journey on September 21st, 1951, by creating our award-winning chapter. We are privileged to still have Dr. Alexander beside us on this Zeta Walk at the age of 97. Dr. Alexander, we especially honor you on this day. I hope you enjoy yourselves tonight as we take a walk down memory lane and celebrate the sorors of the diligent Delta Sigma Zeta chapter.
Thank you, Madam President. Those are wonderful words. Thank you, committee, for that incredible stroll down memory lane. Thank you to all of our guests who are here, friends and supporters of our dear sorority, especially those visiting sorors of ours who thought it not robbery to spend an evening celebrating what Dr. Alexander and the rest of our charter sorors set out to do so many years ago. At this time, I would like to turn the microphone over to our excellent executive board chair, Dr. Melvina Williams.
Wilson.
I was gonna say, I got a name change. Didn't even have to do
You know
that.
what it is? My good. Those W last names. I'm so sorry. So let me start over because she is beyond excellent. We're going to call her the exemplary Dr. Melvina Wilson.
Good evening, sorors. Again, I want to reiterate our heartfelt thanks for you joining us this evening. We have a couple quick PSAs, but I will be remiss without thanking this excellent committee. Soror Yvette Carter, who is our chair and taskmaster. Miss Alina Lawson, thank you for everything you've done to help us collect this history tonight. Our wonderful MC, Couture Acevedo, our tech guru, Patrice Fletcher, Tanisha Marshall, whose beautiful voice you heard at the end of this presentation, Tracy Bolding, and of course myself. And so as we just wanted to give you a couple things to think about, please, please, please visit our beautiful display at the Alachua County Library on University Avenue. The display will be up until Sunday, and the library closes at 6. So you have from 10 to 6 every day this week to go check out this beautiful display. Also, if you're interested in more information about the Delta Sigma Zeta chapter or one of our wonderful auxiliaries, the Amici, the Amiquettes, or our Orcanettes, the high school girls, please check our website, GainesvilleZetas.com, or as many of you have already done, follow us on our Facebook page. And then finally, if you have enjoyed this evening and you were with us in January 2020, you know that the Royal Affair is something to not miss. We will see you in March 2022. Please stay tuned to get your ticket monies ready, your beautiful attire, because once again, we will be setting the Gainesville community on royal blue and white fire. That is the end of my PSA, sorors. We really, 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 really enjoyed our evening with you. And I think that we're going to hear next from our illustrious President Emeritus, Gladys Alexander.
Dr. Alexander.
Thank you, sorors, for the journey. 70 years is quite a long time, but I have been blessed to be able to keep up with it just through the years, everything that we have done from the beginning until now. And I think the greatest honor that had come to me is the fact that I can be called an emeritus. At church, we have an emeritus class. Those of us who are from 80 years to some who passed 101, But it's just an honor to know that you have lived that when that summons come to, to join that innumerable caravan, that you go not like the quarry slaves at night, scourged to his dungeon with an unfaltering trust, but you can just wrap the drapery of your couch around you and lie down to pleasant dreams. So I live each day with that understanding. Also, I don't miss anything. Every day is a good day with me. Anytime you want to stop by to see the emeritus sister, just come on by, bring as many as you want, stay as long as you want.
With your mask on.
With your mask on. But I love you, I honor you, and it's just wonderful to be able to know that wherever I travel, I don't have a problem, because all I have to do is to know the name of a soror and a telephone number. I call that number and I will be taken care of. During all of my traveling, this is what we say to you: you're never alone. And I'm just so happy that we had just a little bit to do with where you are today. Because when I looked at the roster of names and all of you who are part of this organization, and that you're carrying it on and being recognized and just in living it and enjoying it, that's the satisfaction that I get from it. That you're really making things happen for other people, younger people. And I just say to you, continue, just be yourself. And I love you for the 5 of us. And so just take care and just continue to be Delta Sigma Zeta chapter. Thank you.
And look, all those hearts. See all the hearts.
I sure don't want to follow Dr. Alexander, but I just wanted to jump in to ask, did y'all enjoy tonight? Yay, I see all the head shakes, yes. So thank you. And just know this was absolutely not a complete history. There are so many holes, so many years that we don't have information for. But as your epistolius for these next 2 years, just know I'm gonna be begging. If y'all know me, I'm like a dog with a bone. I am not gonna let go until we have a complete anthology. I know that's not the right word, but it's cute to me, so I'm gonna say it. A complete history of this chapter from 1951 to the present. I'm asking you all, I put it in the chat. Hopefully you read the chat. It's full of love and great sayings, but I'm asking if you have any information. I don't care if we have it 1,000 times. I would love to look at it, scan it, make copies of it so that we can have a good record. Even if you have old minutes, if you have old rosters, whatever you have, we want to be able to present a complete history of this illustrious trailblazing, the first in Alachua County chapter. Thank you, Dr. Alexander, and those who've gone before you. Lastly, I would say, this is so out of order, but my big sister is on the line. My Dean of Pledges, I always acknowledge her wherever and whenever. The Marsha Kana, I followed them around. Yes, please, she is a former bacillus of this chapter. And I'm gonna say a baby of this chapter. She's been a member of this chapter almost since inception, because her mother became a member in the mid-70s, I think is the history that I have, but I will confirm it. So I have to acknowledge her. Definitely out of order again, but there are so many Mu Epsilon sorors on this call tonight. And because we are a product of Delta Sigma Theta, I think it robbery if I did not mention that. No, none of this they're not allowing any of this. So, but only thing they could do is stop recording, and they're not gonna do that. The last thing I will say is the part of the history that gave accomplishments and trailblazing things for our chapter. We know we missed a lot. As soon as I saw Marsha, I said, oh my gosh, she is the president of the Association for Colleges, Community Colleges, and Marsha, please come off the mic and say, but she got a big job, y'all. So she should be on that list. And I don't know how I missed that. Big Sister Marsha, I love you. Take it for love. We gonna fix that. It's gonna be on the next version.
So many of you all are trailblazing. Ramona is an executive in her field. Cassandra, 45 years at the same entity. It changed names, but not many people can say they worked at the same place for 45 years. I don't know any people who could say that, to be honest with you. So blessings unto you. That's an accomplishment. I'm gonna stop talking. I just want y'all to know that we love y'all so much. We hope y'all enjoyed tonight. And Dr. Alexander, if you'll say one more, we love you, then that will be the final voice on tonight, which I think is absolutely appropriate because you began us. Because of you, we are here. So if you could just say the last word, then we're gonna start recording and hang up, and y'all, we're gonna call each other and say how great it was, right? It's gonna be a meeting after the meeting like it always is.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Soros. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. I love you.
They say, I hope you.
We love you too.
I hope you are making her proud. She is proud of all of
Very,
you.
very, very, very. Thank you all so much, and continue to do what you're doing. You can't help but enjoy because you're putting your best feet forward. Thank you. I love you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Happy Charter Day.
Thank you.
Happy Charter Day.
Happy Charter Day, Soros. Love you.
Happy Charter Day, Soros. Love you.
All right, Alexander.
Hey, Mama Jean.
Oh, yeah.